Okay, hello class. This is Dr. Martin. I just thought I would post this last video to give a little bit more explicit instructions for those that needed it about the final paper and the presentation. If you take a look at the syllabus on the final essay part, it gives quite a few questions, a plethora of questions, and of course it's hard to answer all of them. But you may focus in on that last paragraph where I say, well, a general guideline is to choose anywhere between 2 and 4 themes. And if you choose 2 themes, then you might choose 3 authors or so, 3 or 4 authors for each theme, and go in depth a little bit more. If you choose 4 themes, then you don't have to necessarily choose as many authors. So it's up to you. 2 to 3 themes, I think maybe 3 themes might be just about right, and you choose about 3 authors for each, but that's really up to you. So by themes, I mean it could be by week. We had 6 different weeks focusing on different themes in education, or it could be themes that you saw across weeks as well. Some of the readings and some of the concepts were brought up multiple times across weeks. So that's really up to you. But I think one way to organize your paper is to choose 2, 3, 4 themes and a couple authors, perhaps that don't agree necessarily, but you liked. And then, since this paper is called A Challenge to Act, that should sort of pervade all of what your paper is. And by that, choose authors or theorists that were provocative to you. Perhaps you might have disagreed with parts of, but agreed on others, or there was something that they said that you want to continue to ruminate over in your practice in the months and years ahead. I think as practitioners, in education, we're always constantly striving to improve. So I can tell many of you guys are fantastic teachers, as you are, but I think always growing as a teacher is important, and so choosing some of these themes that you want to really challenge yourself to grow in. And so to conclude, I think, as I say in that section on the final paper, you want to have a last paragraph or so, or last section of your paper in which you're really saying, this is where I'm really going to challenge myself to act, and in what ways. So again, just like I think the things to look for in it, just like in the reaction papers, are, make sure that you're clear with the theorists and accurate with the theorists that you choose, synthesize well across theorists, really strive to take theory and apply it to your practice, and also structure your paper well, and of course edit it, tighten your writing, and then have this concluding section on a challenge to act. For your presentations on Wednesday, the last class, I have a section there. Again, I think Joe asked whether you could do a PowerPoint. You're certainly welcome to do that with, knowing that the limitations of the technology in the class. You probably will have to bring or utilize someone else's laptop. But one easy thing to do, I think, is just to make an outline. Again, it's 10 to 15 minutes. This isn't anything that you need to worry too much about. It's just more like, it's a way, if you're making up an outline, it's a way to organize your thoughts for yourself as well as to the rest of us. Which authors did you choose and why? And how did they challenge you to act? So a nice 1-page, no more than 1-page outline of your paper with copies for all of us. That's what would be expected for Wednesday's class. Again, if you want to do a PowerPoint instead, that's up to you. So on Wednesday's class, final class, we won't be covering any material. We'll just be having you all make your presentations, and then we'll do a review of the class and evaluations. So it should be a shortened class. I will be able to make it at 4:45, so plan for 4:45 on Wednesday. and maybe a 2-hour class is my guess. Maybe a little bit more than that, 2.5 hours. So, if you have any questions, please feel free to email me this weekend. I will make sure that I get feedback on your last paper for you. I may just put it within the comments, sort of running commentary. I did that the last time for many of you, and that seems to work well for me. I hope it is for you. So you can take a look at it with your paper in hand. Some of you I was able to actually make comments, and I hope you're able to open up that attachment. Okay, have a great weekend, and I look forward to seeing you Wednesday. Take care.